Welcome back to the Fiscal Axiom. Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding out your credit card interest rate just dropped by half. Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the thing. That dream is actually a nightmare for your wallet. Because if that rate drops, it's going to instantly wipe out your frequent flyer miles, cancel your 2% cash back, and potentially slash your credit limit to zero. Look, on January 9th, President Trump dropped a bomb on the banking industry that sounds like a massive win for the working class. He's calling for a temporary emergency cap of 10% on all credit card interest rates. Now, the media is calling this relief, but inside the boardrooms at Chase and Amex, they're calling it the rewards apocalypse. And honestly, they're right. Today, I'm going to show you the math the banks are terrified you'll see, explain why this legal battle is a total mess, and tell you exactly why you need to book that vacation right now. Okay, first, let's look at the raw numbers. To understand why your airline miles are currently on death row, you have to look at how these banks actually make money. Right now, the average credit card APR is sitting at about 22.3%. Now, most people think the bank just pockets that entire 22% as pure profit. That is simply not true. First, they have to pay to borrow the money they lend you. That's the prime rate. In this economy, that's costing them about 5 to 6% right off the top. Then, they have to cover the default risk. That's the cost of covering the people who never pay them back. That eats up another 4 to 6%. So what's left? Maybe 10 or 11%. That is the profit margin. And here is the secret. That margin is what pays for your shiny metal card, your airport lounge access, and your 3 times points on dining. So here is the problem. If Trump forces a 10% cap, that profit margin doesn't just shrink, it vanishes. The math literally breaks. If the bank's cost of money is 5% and their risk is 5% and you cap them at 10%, they are lending to you at break even.